Y'all vibe and lock in with us on Facebook at what was it? What Up Radio 100. Yeah, that's it. At What Up Radio 100. You will get to see that I'm live with my family. I would say friends, but this is family. This is way more than a friendship. As y'all know, I'm rocking with my girl Courtney with a K.
You know what I'm
She
saying? It's
over
your
here
girl,
rocking with
Courtney
me.
B. We here, we here.
And then I got my lovely sister, Miss Clarissa.
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah, she gonna be rocking over here with us
Yes.
today, and we gonna be sitting here really discussing some things. We gonna dive into a little mental health. We gonna tell a few jokes. We gonna talk about our lives a little bit, and at the same time, we just gonna see what up. Now, unfortunately, today, Fire isn't with us today. I believe she will be checking in shortly or later on, trying to get in through a video chat, but she's not in with us at the moment. She's at home recovering. A big salute to Fire the Diva. Hey, big salute to you, mama. I truly hope y'all get better. For real, for real, for real.
Miss you, Fire. You know you was my buddy that sit next to me, so it feel a little different. You're not here today.
Hell yeah, and you can kiss my ass. You shot me with a water gun. You done hit me with a dildo. You done slapped me. You done drew a dick on my back.
Joker.
I've been abused on this show. I got nothing but love for you. You can kiss my ass.
This guy.
But nah, straight up though, nah, big salute to her. I truly do love her. That's my, it is what it is. She got us here. Yeah. But every day that we start off the show, I actually like to see what's up. Usually I sit here and I ask Fire the Diva what's up. But starting off, since you are a guest here, Miss Clarissa, the beautiful Miss Clarissa.
Thank you.
How's this week really been treating you?
This week.
Now don't forget, I know we're gonna dive into the mental health, but we're gonna say that's what's up because we know everybody done had a stressful week.
Of course.
So get that out. I really want you to get that out. Vent, let it go. Let that shit out.
This week has been challenging. I think it's because I'm a teacher, and I think it's just because it's almost over. Like it's almost summertime. So
4 weeks, right?
4 weeks. 4 weeks. My
4 weeks
birthday's
into
in
the
3
summer.
weeks. Birthday's in 3 weeks.
Hey.
But 4 weeks until school is out, and it's just been I guess everybody's feeling it, like everybody ready to go home, like they just ready not to wake up at 6:15 in the morning.
The clock can't move fast enough.
Yes, they ready to just be chilling, but we got to finish these 4 weeks out because people still start testing and all of that. So it's been challenging. I've been working on patience. I've been working on patience.
That is something y'all need to work on, some goddamn patience.
Yeah.
In Houston, with all this traffic, we are the most impatient people to have had all this traffic for all these years.
Man.
Oh, I got to give it to you. Checking in with Courtney with the K.
You know what it is, brother.
How was your day?
I had a great day today. So I recently started working with the after school summer program with kids. No, summer's not here yet, but we're going to say after school right now. And it's with younger age groups, and we just do anything sports related. So today was my first day teaching class by myself with 5 to 7 year olds.
Snap.
So that was pretty
What kind of class? Like what kind of class is it?
So today it's anything sports related for the most part. So today we kind of I played freeze tag with them. We did basketball. We did kickball. They never played kickball, so it was cool to teach them something new, something so simple.
Something from back in the day.
From back in the day, like
back
I ain't
in the
played a
day.
good game of kickball.
Like, man, it's been a while.
But the game that I really wanted to teach them that I realized they're not big enough for was dodgeball, because dodgeball was really the game.
I didn't like that game.
So you know,
I
it's
hated
just
that game.
dodgeball, probably because you was getting hit all the time.
Yes.
Exactly. Got to be quicker than that.
What else?
Wait, dodgeball was that game for you to get out your aggression. Now, the people who were unfortunate to be on the other side of that aggression.
Unfortunate.
I mean, that's just how it happens. Nah, but okay. I can't really. I don't know how my week been confusing. I honestly been kind of null and void, real null and void about. We gonna dive into it. I don't want to get too deep into the juicy stuff right off the bat because there's a part of this now. When I say now, that's what's up. To where I want you to get out really the positivity, like vent about your positives, because none of us ever want to just kind of start the day off on the negatives. You could treat this just like just like every day. When you wake up in the morning, if the first information that you hear is negative, you tend to kind of feel that vibe. it sit on you too. Even when, man, how you doing? I'm all right, man. You know, like that response alone can be different from, hey man, how you doing? Oh shit, I'm living in love. Hey man, what's up, man? They'd be like, oh snap, something about that energy just
faithful.
Yeah,
you're faithful with that energy, and I tell you, like as a friend, like I appreciate that because I'm the same way with people, but it's nice to see that energy be reciprocated, but from an authentic level. You get what I'm saying? So,
big salute.
and it's just like, even before I talk to people, I wake up, before I even get out of the bed, I'm in my head meditating, praying before I get up out the bed. Because I know if I don't check my mental and myself first before I start my day, if I'm not right, then my day not right, which means that my interactions and the people I may meet, see, and greet, do things with, it might be messed off because I didn't put myself in balance before I started my day.
And it's all about self. It's about self. I feel like everybody, before you step foot on your carpet, tile, whatever you have in your house, you need to pray.
Like before you pick
talk to you and yourself, and you need to pray.
I need
it's
I
a
need
thing
to get into that.
that needs to happen. Only because it's like after you do it, you feel a certain relief, like you got something off your chest by just speaking positive, speaking good energy for the day. And it's crazy that we can't really get through a week. We really fighting a day. Sometimes hours. Sometimes we fighting the minute. Like
this is true.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
See, and that was a lot of things that I really kind of wanted to dive into, especially when we diving in on mental health. Because as I know, y'all know I like Charlemagne. From the bird. I know. That's never really a really good opinion. I know he's an a-hole, but
it's a hit or miss.
He's a blunt a-hole for me, and that's what and he's honest about who he is.
True, and I like that.
And so when I read his book, I read Shook Ones, and he touched on a lot of bases that we had never touched on. Now, of course, last week I just discussed it as apart from just dealing with it as a man standpoint. Yep. But within his book, it really just mental health, like what do you call it? Anxiety.
Right.
That pops up in everybody. That's not just most of the time. Women will be the first ones to really confront it themselves, to be like, hey, I have to deal with my anxiety, and they actually start to go out there and deal with it. I've never seen, or I don't know any men who were willing to go out there and deal with the anxiety, because to us, that's what kept us moving. That's what kept us as the providers. That's what kept us as the protectors.
We just had this conversation.
You know why though? And she's gonna. That's when you say that, because I just sent you a screenshot. And so what I was gonna say is, I was actually educating myself on something. I can't remember exactly what the video was that I was watching, but we were talking about spiritual consciousness and checking in with yourself to make sure you are aligned. And it was one statement out of this 15-minute video that stood out to me above everything that he talked about in this video. And what he said was that anxiety comes because you're living in the future, and depression comes because you're living in the past.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a quick moment to analyze that, because y'all know I'm smoker before I'm joker. So say it one more time just so I catch it.
Yeah,
so that. Anxiety comes when you live in the future, and depression comes from living in the past.
Anxiety comes from living from what might happen.
You're anxious because you don't know what's gonna happen, and most people we are unaware of the unknown. Exactly. So first of all, when it comes to doing something new, that's why they say the hardest part is starting.
Hello.
Okay, that's not a cliche statement. That is because we're in unknown territory. So we're opening the door, or the door open for us to walk in, but we looking through the door like, do I walk in or what? So anxiety comes because your mind is roaming through all of the possible what ifs.
And see that I think that's the crazy. I think that's what drove a lot of people crazy.
Facts.
Because what ifs can quickly become what is. And I think that's how they say, it's a thin line between it all. I think the if and is a big thin line, because you're right. You're absolutely right. Living for that future. Now, with this anxiety, are these would be true futures, to where like, hey man, if I do this, I know this is going to happen? Like, would that be able to relieve the anxiety, considering the fact that you already know this is going to happen? So if you decide to do it, hey man, I already know this shit for that.
No.
We never really know.
But why would you think that it would do that? If you already know what's about to happen, you even feel more anxiety because you're not ready. You can tell yourself you're ready, but you're not ready.
It's like a trauma. You're living
Yes,
in
you're
this.
gonna you're waiting for this to happen because you already know that it's happening. So the fact that you know that it's happening, oh, that's even worse. That's worse.
See, and that's what I notice thrives with a lot of people. A lot of people can't ever live with what's happening.
Right. Because we're
That's a
not
good
present
one.
enough.
Yeah, none of us are really to it, but I even seen that within a lot of people. Whenever you talk to a lot of people, with what is going on, people are so messed up about that, about what is going on. Like nobody is getting the opportunity to deal with their issues.
Right.
I can't name one person who really is dealing with their issues now because of what is going on. All this BS. We just got out of COVID. Is COVID done? Are we done with COVID?
No, we're still in COVID.
We're still in
The
COVID.
option
never went
is
away.
that if you want to wear your mask, you can. If you don't, you do not have to.
But see, just last
vaccinated
year,
or not.
But last year, this was it. This was the death. This was
there we go. I was waiting for you to say it. Come on.
At this point, it was killing people faster than AIDS.
Hello.
God damn, COVID was coming and
no cure.
And then we had a COVID shot
that ended up turning into 3 shots plus boosters. Let's talk about it, y'all.
And now you can give it to children. That's how safe it is now.
And so I'm lost because there was a story about a doctor who actually immunized a child with the wrong serum. He put the adult serum in the child. And my whole thing is, how in the hell
did you do that?
No, I mean, how does that work?
Wow.
What kind of shot is this to where this one is only for ages 5 through 13 and this one is for
Well, maybe the adult one is stronger because remember, children can't take as much medication as
and that could
adults,
be true, but
that's the only thing
I get a micro dosage.
Yes.
I would get a mic. I understand a micro dosage, but to be this one strictly. So you mean, okay, I take this kid COVID shot. How many of those do I have to get to equate to this adult shot?
Okay.
So is that one shot, his 2 shots, and his booster because he got this one adult?
How much more are you giving the adult than the child?
And I got a feeling that, and I swear I got this feeling that next year I'm gonna be watching TV and I'm gonna see that commercial. If you've been immunized between the years of 2020 and 2022, you may be entitled to compensation. Like, oh
man, so many people gonna call.
So many people.
Yes. I still have no clue what the hell mesothelioma is.
But it came
I don't know. I've never even heard of it. It's my first time hearing about it. What is that?
It's some kind of disease.
I think it's a cancer.
Is it a cancer?
It's not a type of cancer.
But is it like on your skin? Is it inside? Like where is it?
Inside the body.
I may need to go check for it. I never knew.
Maybe it's something fighting the immune system.
I think it has to do with more older people, and it's something in the body. But I don't really like the commercials. Mesothelioma. If you had that's really what the commercials would.
You only get mesothelioma commercials when if you seen a mesothelioma commercial. That means you done seen Everest commercials and all
of that.
I'm sorry. I love the Everest commercial. I can honestly say the Everest commercial does a lot for my mental health because that is the most ghetto blunt advertisement I've ever seen in my life. They had this dude hop out his car, and it wasn't even a nice car. It was a regular car. So they
stuck on the
he had a t-shirt on and a hat. Hey, what you doing? You watching me on TV and looking down at the number? Look, man, you ain't doing nothing with your life anyway. You broke. You stank. Call us right now and come up here and look like me in a white tee and a hat with a Honda. Like, well, so what's the career?
Here it is. You got it. All right. What is it?
We found it.
What's mesothelioma?
It's they gave symptoms and everything, but basically it comes from exposure to asbestos.
Exposure to asbestos.
Asbestos.
Is that
asbestos?
Oh, that stuff that comes from the ceiling, old jails.
Air, yeah.
Oh, kind of like mold and stuff.
Kind of like
yes.
It gets in your lungs and causes all kinds of problems with cancer and stuff. So back in the game, before they had OSHA and all these regulatory companies that came in and said, okay, they work construction, but they have to be safe. They worked in all kinds of unsafe conditions.
Wow.
So that's why, fast forward today, at a certain time, when they think the older people are watching TV, if you suffered from
mesothelioma, God, dog, and it do it air at that time.
Like she's never heard it. That's wild.
It aired right there. It aired during Maury, don't it?
What is the
during the day?
Really?
And at nighttime.
I never seen it.
They market it. You won't see it at prime time. They market it purposely when they think older people are going to
watching TV.
So we went around to get mesothelioma.
Basically.
Okay, so what's the side effects? Like what how do you know you have it?
What she said.
Symptoms. Symptoms, life expectancy, causes, treatment plans. I said symptoms.
I bet you some itch. That sounds like an itching disease.
People may experience
a cough or something.
Pains in the chest or rib area, fatigue, loss of appetite, or night sweats.
That sound like.
And I sound like I'm a mesothelioma patient right now.
That sound like a cold.
Some of them, but
that sound like the flu.
Yeah, the flu.
Bloating or nausea, coughing, shortness of breath, or weight loss.
It sounds like everything.
Y'all might have mesothelioma, and all of y'all need to go get.
Just be prepared.
Go get tested,
I think all of us might have it for real.
If you feel like you don't sneeze right, cough right, if you feel like your farts come out sideways,
if you just don't feel good, go get
checked for mesothelioma.
It's more than COVID in 22, y'all.
Persistent cough, difficulty swallowing, pain in the shoulder, chest, lower back, abdominal pain and bloating, unexplained weight loss, night sweats.
Unexplained?
Swelling of the face or arms.
Please, if anybody can help me understand that, what in the hell is an unexplained weight loss? Because if you lost weight, you probably was moving. Now, if you were just
make it make sense.
You have to explain.
But you're still losing weight.
High metabolism.
Yeah, because I eat like
high metabolism.
I eat like crazy, bro. And I ain't got no chest.
They have weight goals of gaining weight instead of losing weight because they automatically.
I've been stuck at 175 my whole life.
Metabolism.
I've been stuck.
Man, you know what?
High metabolism.
At my age, I just crossed 130 in this last year, and let me tell y'all, that may seem so simple, and to some people, they're gonna be like, I wish I was your size. That's cool and all, but I'm trying to tell y'all, as a little person, to get over 130 with a high metabolism, y'all, because it was the worst thing ever. But it took me not going. I had to become lazy.
Mm-hmm. See, but that's the thing for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I wanted to be the big dude. I hit the weights. And I would do lower reps, but I did lower reps in order to bulk up. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did lower reps with heavier weight in order to bulk up. So my body toned out, but I wouldn't get bigger.
Gotta eat more.
Man, I damn near bust a blood vessel trying to do bench press and stuff. Like, dog, I went so far trying to be the swole guy because, hey, man, insecure. Being a skinny dude, I've been 6'1" since sixth grade.
Damn.
That's true.
Skinny, tall, lanky cat.
6'1"?
6'1", and then that was the age of. That was the
how
age.
Were you? 10, 11, 12?
In the sixth grade?
I was 10. I was 10 in the sixth
12, grade. 13.
I'm about to say, I thought we were like.
See, I was 10. I'm different.
Look at that. See that?
Wait a minute.
I think I turned 11 when I got to sixth grade, but I was like 10. I was in the 10.
I was September. So I
our birthday late.
Yeah, I had to start late. So
we're younger too.
Okay, Joker understands. The September birthday. Shout out to all the Virgos in the
world. And then I'll come from the era of baggy clothes. So you talking about a skinny nigga with baggy clothes? I look like fucking smothered chicken. When for real, I was baggy. Thinking, and it was, I'm not gonna even sit here and act like I was the dude. I was too tall to be the guy, too tall to be Mr. Popular. Right. I was always like, I had to accept everything as far as, hey, if my girlfriend broke up with me,
it is what it is.
No,
for real, because
in sixth grade,
man, you leaving me for the popular dude. At this point, I remember I dated a girl to where me and her on the phone.
Wait, not the popular dude.
I'm dating a girl and me and her on the phone, and my partner's walking in her house.
Sound like a Kevin Gates story.
Saying what's up to me.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, we all right, dog. And I had
That's very bold.
And man, when I'm talking about, I had to take this stuff on the chin because don't get me wrong, as much as I can fight, you being 6'1" gonna get you jumped.
Exactly.
So when I call out a dude, all his partners is coming. Mm-hmm. And me, everybody know me, but they don't know me.
Come on,
you
brother.
know, it was just like, yeah, everybody rock with them, but hell, we got these our squads right here, bro. Like, all right, it is what it is. He took my guy. Hey, bro, I just had to take that one to the chin, bro. And honestly, that caused the mental stigma too. Mm. My whole life has been like that. Like, bro, when something happen, you got to take that shit to the chin. Mm. It's nothing you can do about it. Because if you lash out, you either gonna end up in jail, you end up dead, or you gonna end up losing everything you work for. So just shut the fuck up, take that to the chin. And I was like, that's become the mental stigma.
See, and it's like I relate to that, but from the opposite perspective, right? Because I was short. Like I went to high school under 5 feet, under 100 pounds. Right, so I was the little kid.
High school under 5 feet?
No lie. I was like 4'8".
She was little,
and like 96 pounds when I went to high school.
You a dwarf.
Yeah, bro, I was.
Shit.
And you know what's crazy?
Fucking gnome.
Just to randomly say that, since you want to talk about me, I was wearing a size 8.5 shoe in men.
Oh
yeah, in the 8th grade, bro.
Yeah. You was the little.
Yeah,
I can't relate.
Like clown feet walking around, midget with clown.
You know,
feet.
I'm with you with the big feet because I was up there. I ain't gonna be
can't
tall like a nigga with feet like this. Yeah,
but see,
I
you
can't
were
relate.
Tall, so I was short, so I was the kid that everybody tried to pick on.
Mm-hmm.
I have small feet.
That's
Thanks.
bullshit.
Shout out to my mother who wears a size 4.
We not talking about the people who were sexy in high school with all the thickness and
No.
We talking about our skinny ass.
the little losers that people called lame as kids, but when we got into adulthood, they actually told us we were the cool kids.
Where were you? Because I don't want to judge a book by its color.
Aldi.
Yeah. Where were you? No. I need to know
like,
what her group.
was
Like, what was your social group? Like, where were you?
The white girl.
No, I don't want to hear it because if she's mess around and say the wrong thing.
No, we would no, it wasn't. No,
Where were you?
No, it was a bunch of my melanin queens with me, honey.
But who were they? Were they the cheerleaders? Who were they?
Volleyball players. I was a volleyball player.
Okay, so she had the legs.
We had people in cosmetology.
Oh, I had all the goddamn sexy people right there.
We had we had the nerds.
So you just had the jack of trades.
Most of my friends are in honor classes, so
you had the smart, beautiful athletes.
Probably not.
You see what I'm saying?
And we was cool with everybody. Everybody knew me, and I didn't. Some people I didn't even know. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Everybody know me, but don't nobody know me. Nah, I like that. Nah, that sounds like a good mixture of the group because then you just playing it out the 3 day athletic. Then you got the cosmetology girls. Hey, squares up, make us look good. So now and then you smart with it.
It's the best of everything.
Wow.
So that's why I feel like people have more respect for us because we were able to accept everything from everybody.
Yeah,
we took the time to get to know everybody. We didn't judge a book by its cover.
See, I wasn't in any particular group, but I was that kid.
Okay.
I was the kid that didn't like. I was really the kid that had A's and B's, but was in the hallway all the time. I knew everybody.
Leaving class.
Like literally, I knew everybody, bro. Right? I went to high school with like professional athletes to this day, right? But I can honestly say we knew of each other in terms of, hey, how you doing today? I spoke to everybody. Everybody can, whoever I went to high school with, they'll tell you I was the kid always in the hallway and always saying hey to people. But nobody was really like my friend. That's the crazy part, right? Like everybody, but you're still alone. What kind of shit is that?
Right. Honestly, that's honestly.
We talk about
that's another level of mental health. If we're gonna talk about
I need an insight on that from you because we talk about this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
So how do you have friends
but still be alone or feel
alone?
Man, because the friends, especially in school.
Okay.
The friends were there just for a kind of a social interaction. They were just like those people to kind of get you through the day, to help you actually put a smile on your face. They were not the people actually diving into your mind, helping you deal with shit.
Okay, so is that why when like high school is over, like people don't know what to do with themselves?
Yeah, because nobody is diving. Think about this. If I was in high school, the only person I could say mind I ever went into was obviously probably my girl, but because we had that intellectual connection,
right?
It became a connection altogether. Yeah, I was able to actually dig into her mind. Yeah. When it came down to my partners, these are hormone guys. They trying to dig in something else.
That goes to my statement: men are sensitive, women are emotional.
Yeah, that's real. That is the realest thing. Men are sensitive, but we're nowhere near emotional when it comes to that. Because I know when it comes down to emotion, I am so like, bruh, I cannot. But that's because we're protected.
Right. Exactly.
Like that is us as people. We are told to protect the people outside in order to protect everybody else. Who you think we gotta be Iron Man?
True.
Y'all are sensitive enough. It's never emotional. You're sensitive enough.
Sensitive in terms of being in tune with your emotions, but not the person to over express.
Yep.
Because the fact that you are aware of how you feel alone is why you move how you move. Exactly. Once you accept how you feel.
Understand that most of the people, and this is real. Okay, a lot of guys don't say this. And this is, I'm putting it out on the table. Men suffering in silence.
Right. Okay. Facts.
But why? Why?
And I'll tell you why. Strictly because who and how you gonna deal with it.
But even in a relationship?
Even in a relationship.
Wait, pause. You said who and how you're going to deal with it?
Because if we were to unleash, don't forget, now we have to take on the issues of everything. Us being this, it's in our goddamn DNA.
Facts.
We want to sit here and we are bred to take on the issues of everybody.
Which is understandable, and there's some women who are like that too.
No, I rocks with that.
Okay.
But with that mentality, now think about it. That mentality, if you know, okay, I need to take this on. When it come down to your issues, it's a fight or flight thing. There is no time to process this.
You got to keep going.
For men, women have time to process it.
That's what I mean. You just said it though.
Why don't y'all take the time to process?
Because usually, generally, when any situation hit us, it's always, it has to be a fight or flight reaction. And what I mean is, think about it.
Stand up or shut up.
Like, hold on. Give me just say any type of give me a scenario here. Let's just say an argument. If we bust down into an argument right now, I don't have time to process on why you mad, because you've already thought why you mad.
Oh my gosh, you sound like her.
But that's, I mean, it's just a true fact to where it's like when it comes at me, it's like, well, damn, I don't have an answer for this because I wasn't thinking about that. I'm sorry.
Pause. But that's a woman telling me that.
But you said there are some women who have that mentality.
Okay, but we should also reason with the emotional side. Yeah. You're being too sensitive now. Now I reason with my women. Women, I reason with you right now. Some men are too sensitive.
You're absolutely right.
Facts.
Soften up just a little bit. I'm not saying be just soft. No, I'm just soften up a little bit. I'm not trying to take you out of character.
No, it's not about being hard. It's not about being hard. I don't want you to get into a situation to where we're actually arguing or screaming. Because me, I'm always a person that tries to approach things level-headed. Okay. So if you was to come at me with a situation, I would say, well, honestly, hold on. Seriously. Tell me what's going on real quick.
What's the real problem? Let's get to the root.
Yeah, like tell me what's going on real quick, so that way when I catch up, I've actually had the opportunity to process this. Yep. Oh snap! For people who while we sitting here processing this, y'all can call us at 713-777-9595. I know I like how I say that.
I know you guys like what we're talking about too. Mental health is real. People are going through things, and it's okay to talk about it. That's what we're here for.
You actually can get it out. What it do, Malcolm?
I have a new toy.
Excuse me?
Okay.
I have a new toy over here. So when people comment, I can do a little trick like this for you. So we can talk on subject.
Oh. Put my glasses on to see this.
Hold on. I lost it right here. Boom.
Oh.
I can talk on comment. This was a while ago, but
I read it earlier. Yeah, I read it earlier.
But I'm late.
Okay.
That's when y'all were talking about COVID and all of that.
Oh yeah, what did do, Miss Blackburn?
She's all the way from West Virginia. She listens to us every week.
Hey,
I would never take the shot either, Miss Blackburn. I'm not doing it.
I was raped with it, and I'm using those words. I was raped with it because of what I have to get booked at schools and stuff. A lot of my Gaming Galaxy game trade, I get booked at a lot of schools.
It was a trap. It was a take it or leave it.
That was definitely not you getting raped, brother.
You get a shot.
No, when I got it was with a social vaccination card, sir. Or miss this money.
But I understand that you're trying to build a business and you have to do whatever you have to do to build your business.
That was
I reason with both sides. Facts. But I have the right to feel.
So my whole thing is I get sick when I take regular shots. Okay, y'all.
And I don't even know what's in this shot, and I don't even know what's in this shot. But
so for
I don't know.
The fact that nobody knows, and then they want to have the conversation of mRNA. Do y'all even know what RNA in your genetics even is? Why they talking about they injecting mRNA in your body?
You say
RNA. mRNA.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
That's what it is. I thought that meant my right arm.
Boy, shut up.
That's what I got
it. To the corner.
That's honestly where I got it. They said the MRA. So I thought about it. I was like, yeah, come on. And I took the shirt off. And my arm was sore for like 2 weeks.
Clarissa, as you said, trapped. He was trapped.
Yes,
and he just
Courtney.
admitted
Tell
that.
him one more time, Courtney with the K.
Okay, you were trapped, Joker. They set you up and you fell for the plan. Okay?
My damn arm was hurt for a goddamn week after that shot. I said, I don't know. This don't feel. I couldn't sleep on it. It woke me up in the middle of the night. No, but no, okay. Back to as what we were dealing with. As far as you were right. As far as the emotional versus the sensitivity, I actually like that because I do need to be a little bit more sensitive. I do. I tried
more emotional.
Oh, emotional. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're already sensitive.
Tap more into the feelings. It's like like most men who are sensitive, right, and in tune with this of themselves, right? Because every lesson in life you have to know yourself first, right? So to the ones in tune, right? When you tap into this sensitivity and you become aware of the fact that you have emotions, right? Like real emotions, like you feel stuff, you don't feel it though, because in your head, you're trying to process it in a different way than the way that women process it.
Shit, dude's still looking for a goddamn place to go. I've been telling you since y'all see me, nigga, I need some fucking help. Like when I say I cried out, I'm not finna sit here and bullshit with it because dudes suffering in silence. Fuck that. I'm tired of suffering in silence.
But why do you suffer in silence?
But
I
will
say, you have someone to call.
But and that's what I was about to say to answer your question for him.
No, it's not that.
Joker, we've talked about a lot, and I commend you for,
guys have talked about
speaking
a lot.
up on certain things that you have spoken on with me.
And not only that, he calls you.
We actually talk and check on each other's mental health. Hey, you crossed my mind.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
But we do that with each other. So as your friend, right? Even though I don't know sometimes exactly what emotions you're fighting and dealing with, your actions when I'm around you and you're feeling that, I feel it even still because I'm an empath, buddy. So when I'm around you, you don't got to tell me what's wrong. I can feel it.
Or I can see it because I'm definitely the one that tells her, did you see Joker's face? He looks a little.
I was like, look, his eyes look swollen. You think he's stressed or something? What's going on?
What's crazy? I've tried it.
Say it.
I've tried it. I've tried to hide my face. This is no joke. I've seen Clarissa look at me and she'll do that look, and I look away because I'm like, God damn it, I've seen that look. That's that mother analyzed something. She done seen some shit. Let me walk. I did it today.
I'm checking.
I did it today when I walked in. I put the food down. I look at her. She hugged me. I said, let me go roll up real quick. Let me let me go.
Yeah.
Because I just like, let me put this smile, man. I have to wear the smile. I'm not gonna lie. This smile saves the shit out of me.
Man, I get that because I think I only understand that because when I got to college was when I had my freedom to really find myself and understand myself as a person. I have great parents. I never have nothing bad to say about my parents because my parents raised me to be an amazing woman. But just like everybody got their ways, right? Everybody got their faults.
Everybody has their flaws.
So but what I can say is my parents instilled in me the best things that anybody should learn in order to understand how to be a human being. And the number one thing besides communication is compassion. So even when you don't know what's going on, but you feel something, feel that. And sometimes it could be a feeling that you feeling a connection with someone you probably don't even talk with no more, but spirit is telling you something. Reach out to them and make sure they okay.
I think what scares me is the way that I'm going, like not just me. Most black men are going to unleash. Now, as y'all saw, and I truly hate to keep bringing this up, but Will Smith
Chris
Unleashed.
Rock. I knew you were coming with
No, I don't want to talk about this.
I don't. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to waste time on it.
Look, I'm siding with Will. I'm sorry.
Okay, look, I like I said,
from a woman's instinct, I'm siding with my man because you keep talking.
I'm not
about
gonna
me.
I'm not going to touch
been
that.
Silent.
Even though it's been proven that she's been manipulating him for years.
She embarrassed this man for 2 years. But I'm not getting into that.
Let's talk about it. Come on.
Whoa.
You know what? Fuck it. What up? What up, Will? You know what? Come on,
we're going to talk about it.
Let's dive into it.
Now, I'm reasoning with what you're saying. But my whole thing is that it's not like you didn't know that she wasn't embarrassing you. So obviously something is still there. Something's there between them. Because if it wasn't, they would have.
It's not healthy.
No, wait, hold on, yo.
Let me put this. It's toxic.
Let's put this on the table.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
It's toxic.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. Yeah,
it's very toxic. But
some
people like toxic energy.
No, hold on. Let's dive into that. Wait a minute. So, okay, I have no clue how long these two have been married, at all. But
let's fact check real quick.
This is when
it's been over like 10 years.
Yeah, they've been married for quite some time.
I got you. I'm gonna fact check.
So, when I look at it, I saw diving into it like this here. Okay, Will Smith in himself, his business didn't go out there to Jada sit here and did this red table talk.
Okay,
in which the first situation came about with her sleeping with August, which
that still blows
when you
me.
dive into that is your son's friend. So Will, as a man, that was one. He had to take that. You a public figure. And not only did millions of people just hear this, you had to go sit your ass down at this red tape.
Yes.
That man looked hurt.
Not once, but twice.
He took a lot before he spoke. He took a lot.
He sat there and he took
a lot.
So I knew that was a buildup. Like ain't no way in.
He took a lot.
Hell, you got over that.
He took a lot.
And he stayed with her. So he was never over it. Like he forgave, but it was more of a I'm gonna take that one to the chin.
Yes.
So after that, I'm already done took this one to the chin. You done hit me. I'm ready to strike back, but I'm hurt. You back down and say my sex is whack. Okay, now you've hurt my male ego by not only you saying I'm whack, but you went to my son's friend because he was satisfying this little boy. So now you've hurt me twice at this damn red table. You don't get a strike 3 from that.
Nope.
It's just some stuff you cannot come back from. And those two things, I am Will Smith. You Jada Pinkett. It ain't like people weren't listening. So you put all of that out there. And I'm 100% sure they discussed this behind closed doors. And it did something.
Of course they discussed it.
That man was sitting at that award show, a defeated man. Only to hear a joke about his wife. At this point, bruh, I'm tired of taking this to the chin. She done did this to me. You about to get an ass whooping that I'm about to do to you what I want to do to her.
But it's also I don't have time for people to keep speaking on her, and I already know what I'm dealing with.
Now he dealing with a lot. So,
exactly.
But I can't say I sided with him because I did not go with the action of that. If this is another black man, go talk. Yeah, like just go talk to that man.
Wrong time, wrong place.
Like y'all rich, bro. Sit down, have a cigar.
I get it.
Get a celebrity boxing fight going.
I understand.
But I don't.
All right, y'all. I got the answers to the question.
Okay.
I just did.
How long have they been married?
I just did a deep dive over here to fill in some blanks for
y'all.
That's
the researcher over there.
Look, I am the researcher, but I will bring the facts. Okay. So they met in '94.
Oh, I wasn't even born.
They got married in '97.
Oh.
After Pac died.
Jaden was born in '98. Willow was born in 2000.
So God. They basically
moving fast.
So, but Jada admitted that she learned about motherhood through Cherie because they were co-parenting together.
Because she had a bonus child.
Yeah, because he had the baby.
Bonus child.
Okay, so after that, the couple revealed that they separated in 2015, and that's when the entanglement with August Alsina
Kiss
happened.
my ass. I don't believe.
They were separated.
No. Hell no.
We're not going to argue about this.
Congratulations on the cover up to fix your story. That bullshit that you added to Wikipedia.
Separated.
Y'all some hoes for that.
They were separated.
No, you kiss my ass.
They were separated.
If anybody could tell me at a time, well, y'all ever seen Will Smith and Jada separated? When did they announce this during that year? Hey, man, kiss my ass. Nice cover
But we didn't see them together for a while either.
They actors.
What does that mean?
I'm Will Smith.
Wait. Here,
what does that mean?
This is the tea, though. Okay. Will Smith is the one who revealed that they were separated because he was the one who said, "I was done with your ass. I was done with you." Will admitted in a laugh during an episode of Red Table Talk in 2015.
Oh yeah, they had sat down and talked. I seen that when they sat down and talked after all of this came out. They actually had a one-on-one together at the Red Table
in 2020.
Good cover up, man. Yes. Look, good cover up. I'm Will Smith. You finna fix this story any way you possibly can. Lord. Dog, you slept with your son's best friend. You can't just speak. I don't care who August Alsina is. That's my little boy. Let Jazz go and sleep with one of Jack's partners and let me ask me how I feel.
No.
Ask me how I feel about it later.
It's only funnier because I can actually see it.
Right?
I see you going, live it. Like,
he's going to be an ape.
Fight. I'm fighting all little kids and everybody.
Like, he's about to go
banging on his chest.
Like,
you know he that
Mighty
alpha.
Joe Young.
Dog, be sitting there looking at this. Dog, you slept with your son partner? Get out of my house before I kill you.
I'm just mad that we still talking about Will and Chris after all
this.
We're
done. Back to mental health.
I understand where we were going with that.
Back to mental health.
Well, back to mental health. This is why I'm an advocate for Chris.
And look, I'm an advocate for Will because in that moment,
Chris should have whooped his ass.
Jesus.
Listen. In that moment, Will was what was Will? Will was what? Was he sensitive or emotional?
Both.
And what was Chris Rock?
Chilling. Well, he was laughing at a G.I. Jane joke.
You tell me Chris Rock didn't feel no type
of way. I bet
you. A black man getting slapped on national television.
Oh no, he was processing. He didn't have a chance to process.
After the fact or before?
No, after
he just had to accept it.
Yeah, like I know he felt some type of way.
He couldn't process it until later.
He couldn't process that, but that's what I was saying.
Okay.
When a situation hits you, I mean, I hate that wouldn't metaphorically, but when a situation hits you, it's the fight or flight. Because he had a choice. I can go unprofessional and go at this dude, but then I think it clicked in his head, man. This nigga did play Ali. He might just whoop my ass.
Comedy role.
No, but on the real, from Chris Rock's perspective, he was really processing that. And he was right, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Jada could have got a goddamn movie deal for G.I. Jane had you not laid your goddamn hands on me. She could have been in G.I. Jane too, you stupid ass.
Facts.
But you don't play with nobody who's going through
G.I. Jane was a beautiful ball.
I don't think that was a good joke,
he protected Jada because you do not play with somebody.
Oh, he protected her. Well, let's see what she got to say about the protection.
Well, she already said they do not condone any
what did she
violence,
say?
And she said they both have went to like a
she said she didn't even want that.
Okay, so April the 8th, there was a conversation where they are committed to going to therapy to repair and fix some things. Yes.
Yeah, but repair her goddamn jaw when I'm done. I just don't understand. I'm so sorry.
He's not.
I'm not, bro, because I am
Chris Rock and
let me be Will Smith.
But look what all he's losing. He's losing a lot.
But how would that play out?
Ain't lost nothing. Oh wow. You banned me from the white Oscars for 10 years. Nigga, we just got invited.
You know what?
Bro, my best friend is Denzel Washington.
I love him. Godfather of Harlem. Shout out to Denzel.
Like just that alone, nigga. I got 10 movies right there that can outdo the Oscars. I'm not worried about being here to get my goddamn award. I can send my son to go get it. It's still coming to my goddamn mansion. Like you didn't do nothing. Oh, he's banned for 10 years. So I go to another award show.
But some people are talking about taking legal action against this man for this one
The
move
only person that can take any type of legal action against him is Chris Rock. The rest of you white people, shut up. Sit down. Stop trying to make your money off of stuff like they dealing with a situation. Sit your ass down and stay the hell out of it.
You know they already feed off of black violence.
Oh my God, we were scarred. I swear to God, if y'all get paid off of that, I want to get paid off all these racist videos y'all send to my Facebook because I'm mentally scarred.
Back to the subject at hand. This whole situation happened because of mental health. Will Smith is a black man who does not express how he feels.
Ever.
And so when that happened, it triggered him like crazy.
Get that shit.
And he just reacted.
I didn't like
a black man knows how to react.
Honestly, I did not agree with it. I respect him. I'm gonna use air quotes, standing up for his wife. I respect it. I do, but there's a time and a place for everything. And honestly, while he may have did it for a good reason and had good intentions, the Oscars was not the stage to slap another black man on stage.
Okay.
Not when you snap.
Can you control your action?
No, yes. When you snap. No, not when you snap.
Well, okay.
At that moment, he lost it.
He was black.
And I feel like you're about to say something in that nature.
I addressed it the same way you did.
Okay.
Why there? And the biggest response I got was, "Oh, so if he was at a hole in the wall, it was okay?"
No, it wasn't.
You misunderstand.
It still wouldn't make it okay. It's just the fact that you're on the biggest stage as an actor that you can stand on to get accolades, and you disrespect another one of your brothers.
First Oscar? This wasn't the first one.
But he won an award, but it wasn't his first.
Oh, he'd been nominated.
Right.
This is first win.
So that throws me off now because now, I'm gonna drop. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Me, I've hosted multiple shows where I didn't want to perform, but they had me as a host. I've hosted the shows. Don't get me wrong, I've never disrespected anybody or anything like that, but I've made jokes. Gotcha. Now, as a host, you have to read crowds and things like that. Chris Rock did an amazing job as the host. He really, and I really had to go back and look at the cover of G.I. Jane. The joke was funny. And still, G.I. Jane was not an ugly woman. She was beautiful. It was strictly a ball joke. It had nothing to do with you being ugly, nothing you being bad built. It was strictly just a ball joke, dude. That they probably have told around each other multiple times.
We just saw two different types of black men.
It's like the way you plan it versus the way it.
Well, you seen a good guy snap.
Reality versus.
You seen a good guy snap.
It won't work.
Y'all seen a man when he snaps? Y'all ever seen a good guy snap?
And that's why I am very happy and proud of my black men, Denzel, and it was one other person that talked to
Tyler Perry.
Perry. They went to talk to that brother because they felt something.
That was a cry out for help. It wasn't supposed to be an action that was deemed as disrespect towards Chris Rock, right? It was supposed to be him standing up for his wife, but in the same breath, it just goes to show because he was standing up for his wife, him and his wife are dealing with a lot right now, and this is not a sensitive subject.
I don't want Tyler Perry help.
I
don't care.
No. Why? Tell me why.
Whatever. Because he gonna mess up my haircut.
Okay. I'm going on that note.
I don't know Tyler Perry as a person. I put it. Y'all know that. I do not know his person.
Nobody does. He has a kid.
I hate his movies. I hate Madea. I hate Brown. I hate everything. I've hated everybody. I've hated everything since the plays.
You don't like Uncle Joe?
Uncle Joe.
Maybe I do like Uncle Joe.
Look, Uncle Joe smoke weed.
Yeah, I do like Uncle Joe.
You like Cora. Cora be singing, honey.
No, I ain't time for this.
I think he's talking about you're talking about the details. He's speaking on the bigger picture.
Yeah, like I don't like the stereotype. I don't like the stereotype of Brown.
Facts.
With the ashy knees, the bad spelling. They made this man an old retarded person that's broke. And I hate it. I swear to God, I hate it. I hate the way Madea talk because it's like, dog, you can still be educated. Even if you hood, we don't talk like this. We don't do this stuff, man.
Hello.
And then I hate every last one of the shows because it always has to do with some swole dude with his shirt off. And I'm just like, I don't even take my shirt off this much.
Talk to him, Joker.
And then somehow he always alled up.
And then he ends up singing.
Yeah,
before
then he
the movie
sings.
is over with. Let's
look
talk
at
about
my
it.
chest, and I'm like, wait a minute, bro. So I'm not a person who does a lot of religious things. I don't believe in a lot of religious plays. I do. I'm gonna try to start with the praying thing just to put it out there. I'm gonna try to.
I think it will give you a better mindset.
Even if you don't pray, right? Because I'm like a spiritual counselor, low key. You can meditate.
See, that's the thing. I don't pray much because I never know who to pray to.
You can sit in peace, in silence, and listen to your higher self talk to you.
Oh, my higher self be talking.
And look, I only relate because I feel like we on some real Virgo stuff right here, right now, with the mindset and what we're talking about, right? But seriously, you can sit back in silence and meditate and still find direction and peace and guidance and everything that you would get speaking to a God.
That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna try to take that opportunity today. I'm doing a little communication exercise today. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna actually try to sit back and do what they call the whole meditating thing and try to knock that out. What has he done?
Man, look.
We'll get back to it, but let's keep.
I tell you what. Let's start something, brother. We can start a meditation group every morning.
How would I do it in the morning?
We can call each other on the phone before you even leave your house.
I thought meditating required the whole sitting still thing.
Meditation is what you want it to be. Sometimes I can drive and be in silence and still meditate while I'm driving. See, it's not about what you're doing. It's just if you're in control of yourself while you're doing it. So I'm in control of myself while I'm driving. I'm very well aware that I'm driving. I know where I'm going and everything in between. But in my head, in my mind, I'm silent. I'm silencing my thoughts so that I can hear my higher self or hear God speak to me.
See, I like to be set. Honestly, truth be told, when I sit up in the chair and I sit back and I chill, I'm one of them dudes that to where I got, I'm gonna roll me one.
Right.
And I'm gonna sit back and usually I start finding my peaceful places when I go outside now.
And that goes to say, right? Some more earth energy, right? I love to sit outside and meditate.
I just got on that.
And that's why last time we seen each other, right? We sitting
outside. Yeah, we sat outside.
So to bring that up,
that's some crazy shit.
It's a very natural feeling to just be in nature and to sit back and feel yourself in silence, because the more you tap into yourself while you're in nature, you are putting yourself in the most natural state that a human being could be in, meaning that you are tapped in with your environment, you're tapped in with your surroundings. Even though you're not physically talking to these things, these things are talking to your spirit.
And make it a family thing. The whole family, everybody's going to go walk.
I take my daughter and my girlfriend. Everybody. We go sit in nature and walk.
Our head, children and adults.
And see, now I'm working on this whole thing with I know everybody hates having the hard conversations about anything, whatever it might be.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn on like best ways to approach those things. I'm doing it today. In a situation to where it's not just the easiest thing to talk about, but when you talk about emotions,
right,
and things like that.
Okay.
So for me to actually express, I've never really gotten the opportunity to sit down and express how I feel, and that's because I never had the opportunity to process it. Well, over this past, I'm gonna say week, I've had the opportunity to process my past, catch it all the way up to my future, and really analyze some things about what's been going on. Just like I said today, I've always had to just boom, take that shit to the chin and sit down.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. Shut up. And I didn't realize that created a trauma for me. You take my girl, ain't nothing I can do. You kick me off the team because you want this dude, ain't nothing I can do.
Almost like you make me worthless and you expect me to fight that, but you've taken everything from me that made me feel like I had value.
You went through a lot of emotions, didn't you?
And not only that though, Joker, listening to what you're saying, people took a lot of things away from you that didn't matter to begin with for you to realize yourself.
And see, that's what I'm trying to figure out myself. When it comes down to that. And that was the real biggest thing of it, because it was like, man, the smoker joke has been my armor for years. Yes. This dude has smiled through all my issues. He's taken all the bullets. He's taken all the punches. He knows where the bodies are hidden. He's the guy who's the rider.
But let me tell you this. Smoker Joker is another form of you. Marcel has to deal with Marcel.
Because Smoker Joker is just your ego.
Hello?
Marcel
Come
is
on.
your soul.
Come
and
on.
that's,
Talk about
and
it.
that's
Come
what's
on.
coming out now.
Let's talk about it.
And that's what has been coming out lately. As far as now, it's been, hey man, you have to face the fact of you have to be Marcel now. Smoker Joker did what he had to do. He got you here.
Exactly.
So now that you're
Shout out
here,
to Smoker Joker.
yeah, like,
I'm
hey,
not gonna downplay Smoker
big
Joker.
salute, kept me smiling, smiled through it
Yes.
all. But it was just like, all right, Marcel, now that I've gotten you here, you still got to deal with all of this, because all this is yours.
So do you ever feel like you were hiding behind Smoker Joker?
Hell yeah, I did it on purpose.
But why?
I did that smooth on purpose. I told you, coming up through from all the way down, never had the, whenever I've tried to fight back or do anything, it was useless.
Was it useless to you, or was it useless to the situation?
No, the effort to the situation was
Okay.
useless. As far as like, okay, when he took my girl, ain't no point of me trying to fight, get this girl back. She went to him.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, like,
But
damn.
you're not gonna always win. Sometimes you're gonna lose, and it's okay. You have to get back up and keep trying. Some
But that's
people
the
give
thing.
up too easy now.
It's looking for that win. Okay, so this is how it is. Every man starts off as a stone. He isn't. He just is just this big. I don't know how the art people call it, with the things they chisel. You know what I'm talking about? The art, yeah, and the stone. Okay, so
Where you're breaking down the
that's all he is.
Okay.
So now the way a man is chiseled is through, or just like the ego. The way that the Smoker Joker was formed was actually through all those people on the outside who kept just banging at this goddamn rock that was Marcel.
Okay, I like that.
And that's what made me nervous, because now that you got this dude who, like, you know what? You ain't gonna beat on me because I feel that I'm already a perfect piece of art. You ain't finna sit here and you ain't changing a damn thing. So stay away from this block now. Now it's time, like, okay, now my art is here. Smoker Joker, like, okay, I'm the art now, nigga. We in the museum. People gotta see us. They gonna be looking. Now they gonna be reading on who you are.
But the character that you hide behind tells a lot about a person. So why did you choose Joker? Out of anybody you could have hid behind, why did you choose Joker?
Because
and then make him Smoker Joker.
The Joker dealt with all of his he how can I put it? Through all the chaos.
Grimy.
Yeah, no, through all the chaos that the Joker had, it was never a legitimate reason. Like his past formed him.
Okay.
And he didn't have to let nobody know what that past was, because he knew the world didn't give a damn about where that past came from. They gonna judge you. They don't care about your past. Just like with me, people don't care that, hey, Joker was taking all this stuff to the chin before this.
Okay.
They care about the now.
Okay.
So when the Joker was going out there and he did what he had to do, he's like, bro, I'm gonna do this to make me happy. And I'm gonna laugh during it all. I don't care, give a damn what the police, Batman, whatever. Man, bro, I'm only here is because they allow, this crazy stuff to happen. I am the craziness in the world.
So you feel like you're the craziness, that's why you,
when it came down to it, the craziness in the world came at me and I let it bounce off of me instead of letting it affect me like the other people did. And I seen a lot of cats break down. I laughed. No matter what situation was in, I laughed. Sounds my like ass humility.
Off. So how does Marcel feel now that he's able to be seen?
Confused. Because now nigga don't know what to say.
Because you're not used to being seen.
I'm not used to being seen. So now it's like, all right, bro, you here. These is everything you deal with. Look, I knocked off all of this for you, but you have this. If you don't deal with this, you're going to force this character to take over forever, because you're going to snap. You're going to become too dangerous.
Exactly.
So I'm in the process of it, but now I'm dealing with a situation that could kind of change the course of where my mentality goes with it, depending on how everything is handled. But I'm making sure I'm getting time to process. When I was trying to talk to my wife earlier, she's like, "Hey, what was going on now? I can't talk about it now because it's not going to come out right, and it's not going to be everything I want to say, and it's not going to be how I want to say it.
Time to process.
Yeah,
that was the time to process.
Don't give me that, hey, give me this. No. Wait. Understand that this is my mental well-being that we're talking about.
Yep.
Right.
I've been here for yours. I've held you through yours. I've helped you through multiple issues. I fought with you to the end to them. I packed them issues on as my own. I took your family issues, packed them on as my own. I took all of that. I took everything. All of that shit. And I sat there and I laughed and smiled through it all. And somehow, some way, we got out of that without me being phased. But you not knowing that, hey, if you look behind me, I got scratches, dents, blood leaking. Like, this shit is hard to go through.
You know what that sounds like?
Talk about it.
Just really listening to you. And you know, brother, I'm very spiritual. And there is a difference between being a spiritualist and being religious. Okay.
Of course.
So, as a history buff, I understand religion, okay? But from a spiritual standpoint, it just sounds like, and I've explained this to a couple of people before when I was expressing myself in terms of how I felt in 2022. I felt like a newborn baby. Even though I'm a grown woman, a newborn baby in terms of my spirit and my perspective. I've been here doing things and I know that I've done these things, but spirit had to remind me in 22 that what you've done, that's not your greatest feats.
Oh, no.
Unwavering faith.
Unwavering faith, right? We talked about 22. But this is real because there are a lot of people who are still stuck in their glory days, or what they consider their prime or their greatest moments.
Boy,
right?
we can talk about.
What about now? Where's the now?
Yeah.
But the moral of the message was simply just that sometimes, no matter what age you are, you are reborn with a new perspective to give you an opportunity. You give yourself an opportunity to be able to grow. You know this about yourself. You accept all of that. But what else can you do?
I think that's the question when people sitting back asking about what else. Honestly, you might be right about certain things. Like just like how I'm doing this now. I told you I like to come out on Thursdays and kind of get this stuff out. Right. And we're gonna come back to that pen because I really got some shit on that. I more than likely will start. I want y'all to start honestly coming through more strictly for mental and spiritual reasons. Only because now I've gotten to a point in my life where I honestly feel like as much like I need y'all. Strictly for more of that mental well-being, to be around people who are more listening to understand rather than listening to debate.
Who are tapped in.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different thing. Because certain people listen to debate.
Right.
Yes. What is it? Reacting?
Yeah.
And there's
not listening, reacting.
And there's the difference between reacting and the other proper term would be responding.
Yeah, responding.
Because when you're responding, you've literally listened to what I said, you've taken in what I've said, and you formulated your own solution to what I was talking about.
We talk about that a lot.
Whereas when you're reacting, when you're reacting, I hate to use the word responding to explain reacting, but
that's what it is.
When you're reacting, you're
that's
responding.
What it is.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're reacting, you're responding to emotion. You're not responding to the truth of the real message of what I'm trying to tell you.
I think that's right there can go, and that causes the biggest part of the argument. Facts. Because when people started going off of emotion.
Major miscommunications,
especially when you interrupt a person. Because I've heard a argument between friends to where it's been like one person to be talking and the other person is trying to answer before they even hear the rest. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what he's talking about. Like if you you getting mad over stuff this man not even discussing, and I've seen that to where because they're like, whoa, I didn't even know that. Like damn,
yeah.
Whoa, now this man got a whole nother thing to process. And, I done seen that shit.
Women are emotional. Men are sensitive.
But I've seen it. It just goes crazy.
But it's like when you throw something into the equation that wasn't a known factor before, The number one thing you should be concerned about is the mental health and the response of the individual who has to take this in.
Well, I can't relate because I don't do that.
But see, my thing is,
it's been done to me. I don't do that to people, so I can't relate.
Okay,
I've experienced that.
What do you mean?
People responding. No, people reacting before they respond.
Talk about
it. Men. Well, let me not say men.
Nah, we know
little
boys.
Little boys. There we
go. They don't know how to handle a woman.
Okay.
They're used to little girls.
But ain't that what a little boy supposed to be with?
Exactly. But that still doesn't save the woman from trauma.
Exactly.
No, I'm not saying it saves the woman from trauma. My whole thing is this. It's always the double edge of this sword. I started asking this question. If you're dealing with a little boy and you know for a fact you're a woman,
what you dealing with?
What are you dealing with this for? Like, why?
Because women see potential in people. Yeah. And no.
The NBA look at a lot of potential and we only see a few stars.
I'm about to say, I got a different response to
that. Women are emotional.
Yeah.
Men are
because I started noticing that. I started asking that question a lot when a dude come around and I kind of see him. And I read dudes, guys gonna read guys right off the bat.
Facts.
And the difference is, I notice when some women get around each other, it becomes that opposite magnetic thing. They like, oh, this big, But for dudes, it ain't that. We want to know exactly who the hell we're around. Man,
what
please.
Separation.
When dudes come around, let me not know Malcolm. And Malcolm is a test to this. I did not know this man in the room. I walked smooth up to him and got to know exactly what type of dude he was. Because obviously this dude going to be around me. So I don't need nobody who has any type of issues going on that I don't even fool with.
You shouldn't be able to say anything. So
let me see who this is.
Exactly.
So anytime somebody bring out with couples, the first thing I do, I meet the guy. And I'm that dude. Hey, man, let me grab you a drink. And now I'm going to take this dude over here and chop it up and see what his mind at. And I may not agree with everything he's saying. He not going to know that.
Exactly.
I'm going to let him sit there and talk. Look, what's up? What you about? Blah, 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 and see, make them think, oh, yeah, we cool, blah, blah, blah. But if I don't fool with you,
I don't fool with you.
And I don't mind letting you know that,
there's a fine line, and there's just some things that we as our individual beings, Joker, we don't teeter and totter with. We don't have time for these.
And shout out, and no, shout out to Virgos, because they really tap in with us Geminis, because when we're there, they understand. They understand.
Yeah, Gemini. Shout out to my brother Jay.
Shout out to my Geminis that be with the Virgos, because it
gets real.
It gets real.
Dog, man. I can honestly say that, bro. That dude. Shout out to my boy Jay. He's been my brother since I don't know. That's my boy, man. His mama can still whoop my ass. Zero. Yeah, like his mama can whoop my ass type day. Like, that's my boy. And you right. Straight up Gemini. And me and this dude, we'll sit around each other. I don't think we ever had an issue with one another, now that I think about it. But if me and him did, me and him talking about it.
I bet you.
Because it's like, it's too much loyalty. You know that, man. Hey, bro, come holler at me. What's up?
Hey, what the main word you just used? You said there's too much what?
What you mean? I'm sorry. I was high.
Oh,
high thought.
You said there was too much loyalty.
Oh, yeah, loyalty.
See, we just talked about that.
Let me ask you this.
We just talked about that.
So when you express loyalty through your actions with an individual, is it because you love them, or do you gain loyalty by loving someone?
I don't know. I gain loyalty. I see my loyalty is based on actions more than rather that feeling.
Hello.
As far as my loyalty, it builds up based on your actions. If you have shown Jay has showed me that he'll check somebody when I'm not around if they talk bad on my name. He's shown that.
Because I respect you, so you definitely gonna get my loyalty.
And then on top of that, backdoored when I first started my business, bought my first product, I'm talking about rocking my shirt to this day. My very first video had me shoot it at his house. My first video.
That's love.
Like, this dude is, and he's not asking for anything. Like, I'm talking about nothing. Done been with me from the Raggedy Studio all the way up into Guap. Shout out to 2020 Guap.
Shout out to
yeah, sound recording, man.
2020.
Dog. I can honestly say this dude, that's where the loyalty went and built up.
Right.
Once you start seeing certain actions from somebody to where this person really wants to ride for you, he's not asking for nothing.
No.
The most that this dude has ever asked me for is, hey, bro, I'm reading up today. I need to roll up. All right, bet. Pull up. What up?
Roll up.
It ain't nothing for him.
Man.
Bro, that is my brother. I ride with him, alongside very few others. And it's a small few. And Jay know exactly who those people are. He can name the names. But y'all in that group.
Right.
Y'all see how small that circle is. Y'all been around me.
And about that today. You can count on your hand. You can count on your hand how many people have been there.
And then when those people come around, when you actually get to a point where you breaking down, and at that point I felt like I was breaking down, and the only people I seen y'all. I seen Jay. It shows. Yeah, it makes that difference because a lot of people I literally cut off family. And I mean close family. We're not talking about cousins and stuff. I'm talking about up in the top tier with fathers and brothers. I'm talking about in that. I've cut these people off based on actions. The actions that you've shown me. I'm not worried about your words.
Nah.
Your word, you could be sitting here saying you love me, you hate me. Your actions will show me everything I need to know.
You know what, Joker? It's crazy. Everything we talked about today, Miss Clarissa will tell you we have literally been talking about this away from this setting right now. But I just want to tell you, there was one thing that I told her. I say, Joker got a family. He got a wife. He got kids. You know what? My brother calls me at least once a week and at least asks me, how are you doing? I was calling to check in with you.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
But so bring this back to mental health. You can have obligations and responsibilities, but when you have those people around you who care about who you are as a person and making sure you're balanced, those are the people to keep around you, for real.
We
got a caller.
We got a caller. Let's go.
Hey, Jay say what's good. Courtney with a K. He just got in there.
We got a caller.
This is Lisa's sister.
Okay.
Amanda. Go ahead, Amanda.
What it do, Amanda? What up?
Huh?
I think you're putting the mic up to the wrong part.
Yeah, wait,
No, you got to put it up to the ear part. No, the part that you put to your ear. Yeah, that part. What you say about Jesus?
Hold on, Amanda. Hold on just a minute. We have a fan on and it makes a lot of noise.
I might just hop on the phone with Amanda. Amanda, text me, baby.
I'm trying to hear what you got to say,
But I do want to hear your question. What you say, Miss Amanda?
Okay, go ahead. Fans off.
Tell me why Lisa sent me a message about her blood work and then doesn't call me like I told her to.
Well, you gotta ask Jesus. That's a question where you gotta call.
Amanda, we're live on the radio.
You gonna call me live on radio talking about some? But Lisa, you better. You see, that's what I'm talking about, Lisa. And you watching the show. See, that's what we need to talk about, communication. As a matter of fact, let me turn my damn fan back on.
Lisa's phone. We're live on the radio. Get my goddamn show. Talking about some blood. Okay, I got some blood.
I am dead, y'all.
Hey, shout out to the people who trying to get their health together and intact. Shout out to those people.
And I'm glad she brought that up because she's right. Communication is a big thing. And I had to realize that for the sake of most arguments, a lot of times, a lot of this buildup happened is because we're scared to communicate.
Facts.
Is it because we're scared or is it because we really wasn't taught?
No, we're
scared or we don't know how to, only because considering everything that I personally have went through in April.
What a month.
And
it's almost over. 2 days.
But I am blessed to be here on the 28th of April, right? Because April 1st was not it for me. And I had the most major April Fool's joke that happened on the 1st leading into the 2nd that you wouldn't even think about. Okay. So what I'm saying here is you don't know what you're going to go through. You don't know where it's going to take you. Life is full of twists and turns. You can crash and burn, but you will never know where you can go. Okay.
I've been trying to think about that because, like, what if you could? Let's for real.
Okay.
So, if you can choose your
Sorry, this song's stuck in my head. Go ahead.
look at your ass.
Look, I'm over here quoting the hook that I wrote to a song.
I'm
the name of the song is called Freedom.
And then your ass over here. You see what I'm saying? Got this show looking like, and I'm looking like, why she over here dancing?
Because the hook of the song is literally, life is full of twists and turns. You'll crash and burn, but you never know where you go.
Oh, okay.
One more time.
Life is full of twists and turns. You crash and burn, but you never know where you go.
Watch this. Look. Yeah, it's crazy that life has been happening. I got tired of all the socials and peeping distractions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you 2 bars, because if I give you the whole song right here, right now, live, look, y'all not gonna be ready. You ain't supposed to take an exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the song was that you never know where life will take you. Never know. And you never know what experiences you will go through.
But how are you gonna know?
That's what I've been trying to
How would you think you're gonna know?
And this is what I'm about to tell y'all. I'm gonna bring my story full circle, because what I went through on April the 1st, April the 2nd, and April the 3rd.
Woo.
So 3 days straight.
3 days straight.
I would not have thought where I am on the 28th of April today. I would be sitting here right now doing this podcast with you. Bro, I could be gone right now. You hear me? And I'm not talking about death. I'm talking about in other factors from actions that I partook in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when I say that I'm blessed and I'm grateful to be here today.
Too blessed to stress.
Come on.
Get out of my head.
So when I say that I'm really blessed to be here, I'm so serious, because, bro, when you deal with the federal court,
I ain't even gonna discuss them.
Not, but when you deal with that, that's a whole other toll on your mental health. To, like I said, I wanted to bring this conversation back full circle.
He's able,
because everything that I went through in April has been a test on my mental health
and faith.
And if I have unwavering faith, because remember when I came to this show the last 2 times, I told you guys that my mission for 22 was unwavering faith.
2022.
So April was my reality check to see if Courtney D was really tapped in what unwavering faith stands for.
Wait,
I think we about to deal with something, because
what am I trying to say? Realization.
Epiphany?
For
okay,
April,
epiphany.
What did you really go through in April for you to have this feeling right now?
I really can't get into detail, but it's just like mentally, it was just the reawakening of that trauma, of just having to take it to the chin and sit down, and then I never had the opportunity to speak out about how I felt. Because it was like, it is consistently, no matter how, especially dealing with your only child at this point, because I did not know I had sisters until I was 18.
Gotcha.
And so at this point, I've been only child all my life.
Wow, we have a lot of like
only
similarities. I've met my other siblings older as well, but I have a sibling. But I've met other siblings older.
And I have one sibling, but me and my brother, we only grew up with each other. We're 4 years apart. But from my age group where I was when we lived together to when he left living with me, my brother was like 11. We lived with each other from, I'm gonna just say 10 as the lowest age. We lived together from the ages of 10 to about 17. So understand,
I ain't had that.
You get what I'm saying? So understand that I have a sibling, but I really grew up as an only child. And I know my brother. Me and my brother
6 years apart.
We're really best friends.
It's 10 between all of us.
See? And
because I'm 33. So it's just like that. It's 33, 23, and 13.
Wow. That's
3. 3 was the number.
And what made it crazy is the fact that when my youngest sister was born, I was picking her up a lot due to, unfortunate circumstances. I was young, but I was picking up my sister, and I was pretty much taking care of her until she was 2. She completely disappeared. I went to go pick up my sister, gone. Just like I didn't know what the hell was going on. I ended up going to work. CPS worker came to my job and was asking about my family and told me that my sister's been taken by this family.
Wow.
I didn't know what, like when I was talking about I'm losing my mind because once again, you taking this to the chin, ain't nothing you can do.
Nothing.
I don't care how much custody. I don't care. I don't know who you are. I don't care the fact that you've taken great care of your sister. You're not in a position yet to take care of her.
Fact.
So we're going to take her and give her to someone. And that right there, that was a blow.
Yep.
So I'm at work.
And
like
how
I
old were
literally
you?
that's coming. At this time, I was old enough. I was late 20s.
Really?
Because I was working at this company 3M in the Woodlands, and I stayed there for 5 years, and I stopped working there probably honestly when we got the house.
So you're of age. How are they able to do that?
Man, I was going over there remember my sister was born. It's a multiple 10-year gap. So you're looking at, let's just say, I guess if you're doing 0, 10, I was 20 when she was born.
What?
Yeah, because you're looking at 2010, she's born.
13,
all the way over.
And
Hold on.
But I told you, 20, 10, and then the baby.
Oh.
So when she was 2, I was 22.
Wow.
So at around 23, 24, I was working at this place, 3M. And I was the lead tech handling my business. I had done commercials for them. I still got the commercial I did for them. And they got me on company, everything. I'm doing good because I'm trying to build a life for my sisters. Just for a CPS worker to come. And I had been looking for my sister. I hadn't seen her. I'm like, bro, I just had her when she was 2. And then all of a sudden she's gone all the time.
Yeah.
Go looking. Hey, man, your sister's in the system. Your father gave her away.
Wow.
And so that stigmatism once more, that trauma, hey, ain't nothing you can do.
Take it to the chin.
Take that shit to the chin, bro. And I had to sit back until we went looking for a house. And by the grace of God, my sister just so happened to be the family that had her was looking for a house in the same neighborhood. Wow. So I get a picture like, hey, I found your sister. I immediately leave work, found my sister. Look, thank God my sister literally lives probably about 5-minute ride up the road from me. Wow. So I've been picking her up every single weekend.
That's beautiful.
For the past 2 weeks. I picked her up both weekends, took her out to pop-up shops, the first weekend shopping. Like, I had been seeing her off and on, but I had to prove to the family that I wasn't that side of the family.
Right.
Thank you. So, say that one more time.
Hey, I had to prove it because once it came down to it, they were looking at me. They didn't know me.
At all.
So they thinking like, oh, he just like his dad's daddy. Yep. So when I started showing them, I got a business, I got a wife, I got kids, I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of this. I want to do this for my sister. I don't care what I gotta do. I still then cried in them people's living room because at one point they told me, you can't come here. Straight up. They straight up told me we do not want their influence around her. And I'm like, whoa. Let me tell you who I am.
But why? Why do we have to? No. That's my family.
No, I understand.
That's my family.
That's my sister. And I had a name tatted on me and everything.
They're judging from the bigger picture, right?
It's
not about the details about who the parents are.
Man.
It was
the
about
fact that they think
but
that's all what it
my
is.
point of view. You don't know what happened in the situation for her to be with you.
But see, now that's the thing. That's that they do.
True.
No, they do.
Okay.
They do.
Oh, okay.
That's what the situation became because
so
I later found out these were aunts and uncles.
Oh, okay.
But of the I believe the mom side.
Okay.
But mom ain't really that. But
either way.
But either way, it was bad for her to be with on that.
Okay, got
but when I spoke to these people, this was a good family. They were stable, taking this girl to church, doing everything they can for her. But they just were looking at me like, is he like the father?
Right.
Because they never in their life met my mother. So all they know is this side of the family because that's just like that's only my dad's child. That's not.
Gotcha.
So they're not knowing who I am, but when they seen me, it was like, okay, he's obviously a whole different version of a person that we
So is
never
that
seen.
judging the book by its cover?
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
most definitely.
And why do we do
Definitely.
that?
But they did that for the child's protection. I'm not blaming them for that.
But again, I understand you protecting the child, but that's my blood.
It
I
is.
understand you
But
protecting the child, but
it don't
that's
matter.
my blood.
But
It
on
don't
them
matter.
papers,
When you got the
Okay.
best interest of that child
Why-
first, that's all that matters.
So let's
it's
go
it's
to
not
the
about
papers.
blood.
Hold on, let's go to the paper.
Yeah.
But the daddy left a bad record, so understand.
oh no,
Let's go to
I'll explain it, but go ahead, go to the
Yeah.
Let's go to the papers, though. I understand paperwork. I understand having paperwork in file because this is what's needed. But again, this is my blood. This is my family.
I had that fight, but then I thought about it. I really thought about what my sister had been through. Now, my sister had been through a lot with my father and her mother, unfortunately.
Okay.
And it got to a situation to where my sister is better off in the situation that she's in. Now, don't get me wrong. As much as I wanted to take custody, the guy was absolutely right. I was not in a position. I was already raising 2 girls. I was staying in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 kids.
But you did not give her up by choice.
No.
It was not a choice.
I never got that choice, but the parent did.
Okay.
3
so
times.
It was out of your hands because the parent decided. Okay.
Look, the parent decided 3 times.
Okay.
To the
now,
same
now
family.
I can reason because I know I got a better understanding. Now I can reason.
So now it became a point to where now, they really had to interview me to find out, like, hey, is he a good fit, to be in his sister's life? And now that they seen I am, things like this, that what I'm doing, I'll always give shout out to Malcolm and Lisa for what they have me on here. My sister sees me displayed on the podcast, actually saying how much I love her. She sees the game trailer out there. Like, these are physical things they can lay their hands on. It's no longer words.
Right.
I do not live on word. I live on action. Anaya.
I seen a picture of you, Anaya. You're beautiful. You're a
Anaya,
beautiful queen.
That's
beautiful.
My baby there. And Camille. Shout out to Camille Houston Pop-Up Shop.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
Shout out to Camille.
I talked to Camille.
Actually,
bro, and you know what's funny? I did not know that was your sister until I seen you post a picture with both of your sisters.
Yeah.
And me and CJ were like, I was like, yo, I know he told me him and his 2 sisters were 10 years apart.
Yes.
But I literally did not know that I was sitting in your house, sitting next to your second sister.
Yeah.
And then I actually talked to the baby when she was asking me about Chanel.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. So that's beautiful though, brother, because like, me and Clarissa, we both have an older brother, right? Our older brothers had a certain level of protection. We're not gonna call it protection, but we're gonna call it protection for the sake of the show, okay? So, and the crazier part is that our brothers both have the same birthday.
We were
kind of telling you that earlier.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Same birthday, same amount of kids.
Same amount of kids, a lot of the same circumstances. And they're 2 a year apart, actually.
Exactly.
A year apart. But what I'm getting at is that, like, I get judged a lot because I'm a gay woman. I'm a gay black woman.
I forget that a lot.
I'm gonna point it out to you. I'm gonna point it out to you.
About this.
That's probably why she reminds me, because I'm high and I forget.
But this is my truth. This is my truth, and I'm not ashamed of it. Okay.
I guess because I'm around and I just see
it's
you.
normal to
yeah,
you.
Like okay.
It's normal to you because you literally see us expressing love to each other and not the toxicity that people claim comes with homosexuality.
But not only that, when he first met us, he was open.
Facts, and that
very
also
open.
matters. So, as a gay black woman, I'm still the woman that will be right here and uplift my kings. Because who I love is not a concern to y'all, if I'm being 1,000.
Hello?
But at the end of the day, being my color with melanin.
Oh, people love that, though.
You understand what I'm saying?
People gonna love the drama. People love to
I don't want the drama.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, people love to dive into your situations in order to run away from their own accountability.
Duh.
I started learning that.
Accountability for their actions.
So this is what I really wanted to hit, because it was a real big thing to me and it kept bothering my head. Dealing with accountability. And we were talking about within arguments, within any situation, a lot of people go into the debate because the hard conversations come with dealing with accountability.
Look, I don't think I really want to look.
Look, nobody wants to blame themselves. Nobody.
But let me tell you what, though. I'm different. Because you know what? And Miss Clarissa will tell you, I will say I'm sorry before I even know I'm truly in the wrong. But that's because.
But that's messed up.
But no, it's not, because in the same breath, that's me also being willing to say I accept accountability for what I don't even understand I did wrong, but I know I did something wrong.
Of course. Hold on. Dana Scott has said to us, my mental health has been very overwhelming since my traumatic experience with my BD, which means baby daddy, killing me 3, I want to say years ago.
Okay, let me say something then before
what
y'all even respond. Look, I know
it threw me off.
Exactly. I know that did not make sense, but let me say this.
Okay.
When you have certain experiences and you realize that you yourself as an individual is growing, people may view death as something that is traumatic, but honestly, death is nothing but an opportunity to be reborn.
Shit. I'm
look,
sorry.
I don't want to experience that.
I get it, but look, it's not for y'all to understand everyone's experience.
I don't want to.
Because look, but let me tell you though, because sometimes when you die, the best part is leaving behind what you left in the graveyard.
But my whole thing is that I don't want to get to that point.
Dana,
I got a story for you, Dana.
Hold on, let me just address Dana Scott.
I got a story for you.
For one, I just want to say, damn, I don't care how long 3 was ago.
It's the fact that
the fact that killing me, I don't give a damn when nobody say I don't want to die yet.
But she's still here, so that's what I'm.
And that's what I want to say, Dana. I want to say, even though I never met you,
she needs to travel.
Even though I never met you, I want to say I love you.
Yeah, facts.
Because a woman who has, I'm pretty sure you have children. A woman who has children that has been through this trauma.
Well, she said baby daddy, so
exactly. A woman that has been through this trauma. Trust me, I understand. I have one of those BDs. Your situation got a little bit more further than mine.
Wait, he succeeded?
I don't know.
Guys, he couldn't have succeeded.
Like did she mean almost?
I think they had to resuscitate her.
Holy
exactly.
Shit.
Wow. So again,
I think they had to resuscitate.
Again,
that is crazy.
A woman who has a BD and that it could have got to that point, but it didn't get to that point. And not only could it have gotten to that point, I was also pregnant when it could have gotten to that point.
God damn.
So I understand everything you're
Mental
going
trauma
through, Miss Dana. Miss Scott, I understand.
Mental trauma.
It's very traumatic. And it's an experience that I promise you, it's gonna stick with you as much as you want to forget, as much as you try to forget.
A trauma you always
something
relive.
That's always gonna be there.
It's fresh.
But you have to be strong. You have to be focused.
Yep.
And you have to understand what growth is. Because if you're not growing, you're gonna forever live in this trauma. And that's what he did for a reason, though.
How do you
want you to live with this trauma?
But how do you deal with it? Like, how do you deal with that? Like,
it's a day by day thing. Facts. It honestly is, because once you get to this traumatic, that it's an experience that can't be overlooked.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
go ahead.
So, I never personally experienced this situation on my own, right? But I can say that I was in a situation where I watched someone's baby daddy hit their baby mama. I'm talking about the same woman that carried your 2 kids. And you did this in front of me.
I don't condone.
And my mother, okay?
I don't condone.
And not only that, this baby mama, she had 2 daughters. So understand, you in a house full of women creating acts of treason, if you ask me, okay?
Being an advocate for every man who have been every man who has been raised by a group of women, including myself. Big salute to all the queens. I do not condone any man laying his hand on a woman. I do how you say, I don't mind you defending yourself, but you can defend yourself without actually laying your hands on that woman. Yeah, there's other ways to defend yourself. And y'all know that as men. Of course. Y'all know that. So don't sit here and act brand new. You know that.
Exactly.
It's about maturity.
So with that being said, he put her in a position where she could not defend herself. I had to remove her 2 daughters from the situation so that they did not view what happened. But I had to be the person to stand up for all the women in that house. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, while I may not have walked that walk, I understand how traumatizing that could be.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're now dealing with something that your kids may have to deal with in the long run to make sure nobody else.
And you
does.
never know.
I'm glad as fuck you said that. Go ahead,
You
Sweet.
never know what your kids are gonna go through. You never know, and again, remember, karma is real.
It comes back just as quick as you
Stay on that, because I really want to say this. You're right. Because it's a dude to this day, I don't care if his life is took in an instant. I don't care what religion he prayed to, because he's going to the one hell. This dude here is the only person I've ever witnessed push my mother.
Wow.
And I was old enough. I was like, I want to say I was around 11, 12, something like that. I don't know. We was staying in the house back then. And it was a set of golf clubs. And this dude pushed my mom. And I in the garage, we were putting up shelves. So those things were sticking out. We hadn't put the shelf up. So when he pushed my mom back hit that. If that thing would have impaled my mom, that would have been it.
Facts.
I went out there with a golf club. I was young.
Look, was it a wedge?
It was a whole.
Petty. Was it a wedge?
It was the whole. There was a tee off, the fat, the fat back. At that time I knew what I was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went out there with it. This dude had a set of golf clubs. I don't know, he just a hole POS. I just leave it at that. That's what he was. But
Lexington, South Carolina is where she's tuned in from. Go ahead.
Okay, but this dude had he pushed my mama, and I see my mama outside crying. Me being young, I seen my mom crying. And you're right, that did create that traumatic experience, because I still to this day want to beat the pulse out this dude. Like I want it so bad. I taste it. I dream about it. If I go to heaven, that's what I want my heaven to be. Me beating this dude I'm talking about waking up every morning finding something new to hurt this man with.
But the only reason you feel that is because something traumatic.
Yeah, something traumatic happened.
And you haven't completely dealt with what happened.
I never could, because now that became the mission of me being the man of the household, me being the man in period. I do not lay my hands on women.
Exactly.
Period. So it's nothing I could do, about other people's relationships. And I don't condone domestic abuse. I actually just did an event with Malcolm and Lisa against domestic abuse. I do not condone this, because this is a weak form of emotion to me.
You should be able to communicate.
Only communicate to where if you get to the point where you're getting ready to physically harm somebody, if you feel like you like to throw the punches, go get a body bag.
Walk away.
Go
walk
do something.
Away. Go run. Take a run.
Take a kickboxing class.
Because even if you're right, like let's just say, because I've seen people know they're right and be like, dog, I know I'm right. It was making me want to whoop your ass is the fact that you keep going on about being wrong,
knowing I'm right.
And you will see people like you seen that motion, be like,
stand up for your right. Booyaka.
And so, and I feel like that's what really amps people up to it. Like communication gets hard when a lot of people don't listen.
There we go.
And my boy Jay even spoke on it. Like a lot of people will hear you for debate.
We talked about it.
We was on it.
What was that conversation? Reacting versus
responding.
That is a real thing. That a lot of people, Joker,
that's what I'm scared about dealing with
accountability for. Because at the end of the day, the fact that you chose to react opposed to receive what I'm telling you and respond goes to show that you are still further perpetuating.
Come on, full circle.
Now you see how we just
have been given. No, wait, I got one more for you. I got one more.
Give it to us.
Women are emotional. Men are sensitive. Let's bring it full circle.
So we done brought it all that we done dealt with accountability, mental health, men stressful. What was it? Women are
emotional. Men are sensitive.
No, not everybody. Nope, I'm gonna agree with Mr. Malcolm because definitely not all of them, right? There are a lot of men.
That's beautiful.
There are a lot of men who literally silently deal with things to the point where they will ghost themselves. They will ghost themselves from you so they can deal with themselves, and they still won't tell you what the problem is. But when they come back around ready to talk, they expect you to still be there.
I've been there. I can raise my hand to that. I will take accountability for it.
And I agree.
I'm glad that I can say this because y'all, I had an experience with a man that gave me this energy. And as a woman, I don't care if I'm gay or not, I'm telling y'all, it still don't make sense to me because I want to understand what you're feeling.
Now, it's a different thing when some people are the cause of the certain stresses, and men don't want to say that because when certain, like, let's just say if you're the cause of that stress and he doesn't physically, like, want to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, he's not going to come to you and tell you you're the cause of this stress.
So you rather run away
because of the emotional.
So and then you have
hold on. I never said it. I never said run away. You're talking about the situation you was in. Wait a minute.
But then you have those who just
hold on, CJ. Hold on.
Come on.
I'm related to you, so that's why I'm asking. Because if running away is the only option, how do you think you're gonna stay in marriage if you can't face what you're dealing with your partner?
It's not a running away situation. It's knowing how to come about it without the debate.
But
some people don't know how to do that.
No, exactly.
They don't know how to do that.
There's something that's not gonna come. Just like, let's just say with me now, I had to sit there, and I told you I had to sit there and actually process things. And I can honestly say I shut down during the week. I felt it as hard as I tried to wear my smile. And I tried. I swear to God, I would wake up. This morning, prime example, I woke up at 2 a.m.
Oh man, I've been doing that all week, waking up at like 1:30 in the morning.
I've been waking up at 4.
I woke up at 2 a.m.
Like, what's that? What that mean?
I sat up on the side of my bed. I already knew what was on my mind. And I just sat there. And it's like, I want to turn around. As much as I love you, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. But I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you. All I honestly want you to do is take accountability and know so we can move forward.
Have you spoke on this?
That's what the whole thing is.
You need to don't hesitate. Look,
don't hesitate, Joker.
Look, I don't care anybody that's talking to a woman. You cannot hesitate talking to a woman
because
a woman is emotional.
Yep,
she feels that sensitivity. She already know that you're sensitive. So again, this taps back into the emotions of a woman.
So no, okay, let's just say
don't hesitate.
Let's just say things have been addressed.
Okay.
But nothing has been done.
Then you have every right to feel the way you feel.
But then that's the thing,
like the way you react.
So how do you get from that? Because let's just say I come to you.
Okay.
I drop my emotion on you. You tell me okay. But then nothing happens to progress. Or nothing happens to fix. Like if I tell you I want to communicate, but then you stop talking to me.
Maybe you're not dealing with I'm sorry to say it, a real woman. Because a real woman gonna put in the work.
I'm gonna say the right one because I'm not gonna say that she's not the real woman.
Say the right one. I'm saying real woman because women still have a lot of growing to do. Just because we're emotional don't mean we're not growing every single day. So she's still dealing with her own growth, her own responsibility as a woman that is married, as a woman that has children. So she's also taking on a lot of things.
She's taking on your emotions.
The children emotions, and her emotions, the job emotions, everything.
But then I take on all of theirs.
Exactly. So a woman and a man is dealing with a lot.
No, like don't get me wrong. I told you there's no way in hell that I wouldn't be able because there's no way any man is born without the good. They tell us
we come from the rib.
What were we born told? We got an X on our back,
Adam
right?
and Eve came from the rib.
But when we are born, the first bit of trauma that we receive, I received this talk, and as most black dudes that I've talked to have this talk.
From your mama.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
The first thing came out of mouth. You got an X on your back.
I'm gonna accept that. You know why I'm gonna accept that? Because the real issue is that as much as a lot of women don't want to take accountability for what is the problem with our men in 22. Oh yes, I'm going.
No, there. I'm gonna put a pin on that because what about the mothers that are raising these young black men?
But obviously, we're not talking
weird
about
as hell right now.
Look, life is completely weird, but I'm not knocking what you're saying.
Let me hear.
What I am saying a lot of black women don't take accountability for how they kings are raised.
Okay.
And
Hold on.
But it starts with the mother.
Hold on, wait.
And that's what that is exactly what I'm pinpointing with a lot of mothers, because at the end of the day, you expect them to go out there and praise women and put them on a pedestal and treat them right, but you never taught them how to treat them right.
All right, pause that because I think I know where you're going. Go ahead, your turn. Go. Because I think I know where you're going.
I understand because I have an experience with an immature young man.
Facts.
Who had a mother.
Facts. Who enabled him.
Hello.
Facts.
And still enable him.
Facts.
26 going on 27 this year.
All right, I'm starting to hear similarity. I think I got something, Malcolm.
I
think I fucking got something.
Come on, be a man and tell me something, Joker.
And I can say it's because it's part of my generation.
The
reason why you not seeing a lot of men in these men, and both of y'all just said it, is because they raised by what?
What?
But
so, hold
on. It don't mean a woman don't know what she's doing.
I'm not saying that.
But it supports the fact that we need more men.
I am going to say this, and I'm not. I'm gonna say this, I'm going to truly say this. Without a strong man, I don't care how great of a mother you are.
No,
because you've never been one. You don't know how to raise one.
You're not gonna take.
You know how to teach him emotions and sensitivity. You can teach him.
You're not.
You can't teach him how to be a man. That's a man's job.
As a mother, I'm sorry. Just because I have a little girl doesn't mean I didn't want a little boy as well.
All right, and
I'm
gonna put an epiphany on this one.
Okay,
as a mother who wanted a little boy only because of what I've been through with men,
right?
Or let me say these little boys.
Okay,
I haven't met a man. My father died when I was 9, so I've never met a man that can show me what a man is supposed to do.
You met one.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I met one. I met one, but I'm only saying that because you can't take that away from a mother because she's showing her son how a woman is supposed to be treated.
Raised. Yeah, like wait, put it like this.
Treated everything.
Put it like this. My mom and you would. I swear to God, you and my mom will fit this line. Y'all would walk that perfect line. My mom was strong and independent. She did what she had to do. I remember a point in time at my mom's life where she even said it. At this point, my dad was a piece of shit. He was a drug dealer doing what he's had to do. You need to be around your father because you need to pick up male tendencies. At one point, I think she said, I sat down and I just crossed my leg. And she was like, oh, hell no.
Boys in the hood.
You finna go to your dad's house.
You sound like my mother. My mother sent my brother to be with my dad.
Boys in the hood, y'all.
Hold on. We got Jessica Horn say, I feel like these men grew up having to witness it and think it's okay to do. It's a shame, but I've been around a lot of these this type of behavior and seen a close family member's son hit a girl as a teenager because he saw that at home. It's sad, but it happens. Dysfunction. It's sad, but it happens. Dysfunction is a thing, unfortunately.
It really is, Miss Horn.
Yeah, and so
Jessica I like the way you spell.
They're
Jessica.
gonna mimic it. Yeah, that's new.
With the
That's
K.
I
Jessica
like
with the K.
I like that, Miss Jessica. That's nice.
I gotta give her that. Yeah, you're right. A lot of actions are mimicked from what they are seeing at home.
I've seen women who take it, and this is what the children see again and again. It's so very sad. It's very.
And that's what I was getting to.
Children are involved.
The women to sit there and try to deal with it. I don't know for what reason. I know women have all of their reasons for why they're staying in these abusive relations. Some women are scared. Some women they are.
We're faithful.
Some women are faithful.
We see the potential. We know that you're not a bad person.
You got people out there who also think physical abuse
is a form of love.
I've
heard that.
So
let me not lie.
Say this real quick, Miss Horn. I have a sibling who grew up. Yeah, the cup's empty. Joker.
Yeah, mine too.
All of us empty
over here.
Look, there we go,
Miss Horn. We are empty.
But seriously, so I have a brother who grew up in a physical abusive household. And this is my blood brother. We got the same mama and daddy. Y'all hear me? He grew up with my mama. I grew up with my daddy. I'm a woman. He's a man. Do y'all hear?
That's right.
I like that right there too. Read that, Courtney.
I told
Courtney,
you,
read that.
I know plenty of women
who raise good men.
Come on, guys.
So exactly, that goes to show though, it's not always
New age.
It
New old school.
I think that.
No, I mean right now.
That's a little bit of both.
Start on the old school.
The
only reason I'm saying this, and I promise you, the only reason I'm saying this is because you have to think. Now, I give my dad his credit because he did what he had to do when he was out,
which is what I was trying to touch on.
But a lot of fathers of my time was in jail. They didn't have the opportunity to raise their kids, and even where they had been for rightful or wrong reasons. I'm not knocking it.
Joker, watch this.
I've seen my dad pick up on BS.
Look. We two women right here. We only 8 months apart. Hear me out.
Come on.
We come from two different circumstances, but still very similar situations.
Come on.
Okay, I was blessed. I was raised by a black king. When my mama left, my daddy was there for me because you know why? Even though we came out of my mama, my daddy looked at me and my brother and said, "Y'all are my kids. I'm gonna take care of you."
And let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let me tell you.
Tell your story now, Miss.
Come on, give me mama. Give me mama.
I had a mama who was very strong. Very focused, very driven. And I had a father who was giving his life to things that he shouldn't be giving his life to. That took him out earlier than what he needed to be taken out of.
Yeah.
So shout out to the women who step up and take care of their children because they have men who are still
and that's what I said. I gotta give it to my mama. But my mama taught me on how to treat a woman and how to handle situations. My dad, as much as I hate
shout out.
And I got to give it to my dad this.
Right.
He literally taught me, even though I was going over there, see the weekends, summers, he taught me how to be the man.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that from my man, but you have to have a man that is willing to teach
you how to be a man.
And this is where I come in at.
These days don't have that.
But this is where I come in
1 in a million.
Because let me tell y'all.
Okay, yeah.
1 in a million.
My daddy,
the daddies don't lead. The mamas don't lead.
I give you that.
My father, he was there. My mother is the one who left.
The mamas don't lead.
Is the one who
I see what she's saying. She's basically saying within the situation, 9 times out of 10, it's always usually the father out of the family.
Exactly. And that's why I'm
1
telling
in a
you,
million.
Mr.
Tyler
Haverly,
Perry's daddy's little girl.
I am blessed.
I get it.
Because my dad, when everything else went wrong, my dad was there.
Right there. There you go. That's for you.
I was going to say that and vice versa, a man can raise a good woman.
Yep.
Good character, independence, work ethic, morals is all about parent.
Okay, no, this is fact.
Come on, Miss Horn. I love that, Miss Jessica.
I have to give it to Miss Horn. Now, when she comes to it, you're absolutely right. A man can, but can't. We're not on that.
But a man can teach you how to be a woman.
We are on that. We're on that.
No, look what she said. To the man, he can teach the woman what? Good character, independence, work ethic, morals. Right?
Yes.
It never says up there that man teaches how to be a woman.
And this is where I'm going to step in at.
If you're put in that, if you are put in that predicament that a man or a woman can teach their child.
Let's do this.
This is what I'm about to say.
Because we're put in 2 different predicaments.
So listen to what I'm about to say. My dad was the man who took me in and raised me my whole life. My daddy didn't teach me how to be a woman.
But that's what we've been saying.
And that's what I'm trying to get at, though.
Of course.
So to add on to what you're trying to say, just like women can't really teach men how to be men,
they can teach them good character, independence,
but at
morals.
the end of the day, Joker, that example still comes from the opposite.
True.
Not the one that's actually teaching.
Well, no,
you.
let's put in this whole situation. For one, you're always going to teach a child how to live life. So we're not going to confuse that with teaching them how to be a man or woman. You're going to teach your child how to survive.
Facts.
Point blank and period.
Facts. Agree.
Okay, I agree.
I agree
to
a certain extent. Okay, yes.
Okay, but what about the people? Sorry to get off topic, but what about the people who have children that want to be the opposite sex?
Now, when it comes down to that,
how do you explain that?
The reason being because this is honestly has been, this is more of a 20
issue.
So this is not something that even I'm familiar with. It's not. So I wouldn't know how to explain that. But let's just say my child was to come to me with that.
These are our kids, though. These are our kids. My daughter's 4. Your son has just turned 3.
Yeah, just turned 3.
So these are our kids growing up with this type of influence,
right?
And I don't know, and that's when it comes down to it, to where that's when it becomes the fight or flight scenario for me.
Facts.
Because at this point, if my son tells me, Dad, I want to identify as a girl, I have a choice to make right there. There's no processing that.
No,
it's either accept it or you're
That's like my daughter telling me that she wants to be a boy.
I have to sit there and be like, I love you.
I love you.
It's either you accept it or you deny it.
I love
but all I
you. You're
can do
my
is
child.
love.
I love you.
But I think that would be the best because it's like I could tell my son, no, I'm not with it, but I love you. So whatever
you as a person.
But me as a heterosexual male, of course I want my son to be another.
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't got a question. I don't got a question. I got a statement.
Okay, come on.
I got a statement.
Come on.
That's the exact thing my mama told me when she accepted while I was in college that I was really into girls. That was the exact same thing she told me, to the point where my mom told me, she looked at me. Now understand, my stepmom raised me my whole life. Okay, from the age of 3 to 27.
Even before
28.
then, your dad was the only one who really
my
raised
dad
you.
was there. So understand, my biological mom may have been homosexual, but I never had that influence growing up.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I come from a very different situation where I'm still understanding to all things. But looking at my situation, I can tell y'all, my brother grew up with a woman and I grew up with a man. And if you look at me and my brother today, the mindsets, we are two different people, brother.
Wait, I got a question.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's knock it out.
Go ahead and ask.
So the question that I've been asked before, if I was to have a son, would you rather your son be gay or would you rather your son be a thug?
Would I rather my son be gay or would he be a thug?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Before Joker answers, I want to hear Malcolm's answer because he laughed a little bit. It's a real question.
But I want to hear from men though.
You know what? I got to answer, but go ahead. Y'all gonna hate mine. I got to answer.
Mr. Malcolm?
It's a hard question, but let me give you a little history about me.
Okay.
And I think I told Joker before. I'm not sure if y'all were here or not. You were here or not. But when I was growing up, I had a phobia. And I grew up in an era where Montrose and Westheimer was unsafe.
Oh yeah, you knew what it was. Yeah,
I got you.
That's when I grew up.
Hot cheeks.
So I had a big problem growing up with people.
Hot cheeks.
People.
That's what they call me. I walked down that fucking
say men who wanted men.
And as a gay woman, I still have that problem to this day, but only for real specific reasons.
Specific reasons.
Yes.
Okay. Now, fast forward. I've matured. I've grown up. You know, I've had relatives. I've had friends of the family. I've had people who really cared about me, who were gay men. So it changed my perspective later on in life. Here in the last, and it's been recent, last 10 years.
Wow.
You know,
man.
Because I'm 52 now. As a 42, I was still kind of like, man, don't come near me, man.
Gotcha.
You know, but as long as they don't. Even back in the game, if they would have hit me up, those were fighting words.
Gotcha.
Today, if they hit me up, I just kind of laugh it off.
Laugh it off, yeah.
A little bit more open, a little bit more lenient,
straight up
to the whole situation.
This sounds like a story you told me.
No,
yeah. Back to the question. What would you have wanted?
Would I rather a thug
or him for being gay?
I got my
somebody
answer.
asked me this, and I don't have a son, and I really didn't know how to answer.
I got the perfect answer for your ass. I got the perfect answer.
I have another perspective on that because a lot of people don't know this, but I spent 16 years locked away.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a kid, from 20 to 37.
Wow.
30, almost 37.
Wow.
So because of my experience, I hate to say it, but I'd rather he be gay and free.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
And I agree to some extent because because to be a thug is a stigma that society is placing on you as a black man.
And I like
that's
that
why
you said free.
Facts.
Because if he was gay and locked up, his
it'll
life
be different. It'll be different.
Yes, his life would have been very different.
Malcolm, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go with this. I want my son. If he was to have that choice, he would have to be a gay thug.
Not a gay.
Yep.
You want him on first. Yeah.
Dog, if you gonna go all the way, you might as well be able to protect yourself while you doing it.
Malcolm, do you support this?
Cause he gonna have to fight.
That's true. He is gonna have to fight. He got to defend himself.
So I want him to be a straight up thug with his. Hey, if he gonna be, he better be the most power. He better be a power type. Like,
Okay, look at here, you guys.
All right, look, we're
Look
gonna.
here.
nah, but that is good, man. Hey, on the real, we have run out of time on the porch. It's 9:05, and I hate to even do it like that.
Hey.
But man, it has been a blessed day with y'all, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but
Anywhere.
hey, y'all
We're
rocking in with
here.
us, man. And that's what's up, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check in with us every Thursday from 7 to 9. And don't forget to call in, leave your comments. Just come check out with us and say what up. Hey, big salute, man. I loved y'all. My guest Courtney with the K and my girl Clarissa with the C.
Hey.
Shout out to all of our people who asked questions. Thank you for tapping in.
For sure,
Thank
for sure,
you.
man. We see y'all next Thursday, man. I big salute y'all for tuning in. I'm out.
Hey.
Hey. And big salute to y'all out there.